Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-February general love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Sagittarius. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind while you listen to this message to only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't to someone else. Hi, Cross Watchers. You're very welcome here if you're interested in a Sagittarius. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Sagittarius and Cross Watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. Alright, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl to clear and set the energy before we pull the cards, so let's go ahead and tune in. Interesting. Okay, Sagittarius. So I saw a bee landing on, it looked like a hibiscus flower. So I don't know if bees, hibiscus flowers like resonate with you on sort of level, but it was pollinating. That kind of feels almost as if a few things, for some of you guys, I really feel like spring. If you've had some rejection, disappointment, some winter, that era is kind of over. I feel almost as if the springtime is going to be the time where I feel a lot of you are starting to recuperate, you've been taking the time to heal, you've been taking the time to give yourself self-love, and now you're like reapproaching dating and opening yourself to a lot of good to come into your life as far as people, places, situations that I feel is going to be in alignment with your needs, your wants, and your expectations. And specifically with that bee energy and pollinating, I mean, there's strong attraction that is around you, Sagittarius. I wonder if some of you are already starting to feel it. It feels very strong sexual attraction, but I think that's just the first kind of hit off of you, that someone finds you to be very physically attractive, but as they get to know you, they want to stay. And even if you're in the southern hemisphere of, you know, spring just long past and you're entering fall, maybe it's just the months of April, March, and May that are going to be very productive for you, are going to be very blessed. It feels blessed in some sort of way. So I wonder if this is new love. I wonder if this is someone continuing to pursue you, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and see. And that could just be a small message for some of you guys. So retreat, yeah. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. And maybe that's why I saw nature. I wonder if some of you guys have strong earth in your chart, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energies. But I feel as if Sagittarius, yeah, you've been doing that growth. You've been doing that healing. You've been doing that evolution. And I feel as if, you know, Leo got this card too, so that may mean something to you guys, but you're at the end of this retreat. You're at the end of being in hermit mode almost, to kind of refigure yourself out, give you that self-love after some sort of disappointment and hurt and rejection, and you're coming out stronger for it. You're coming out more attractive for it. You've done a lot of purging, a lot of releasing of certain people that rejected you, that hurt you, that betrayed you. And I feel as if it's just setting you up for a new era. So from now till the end of February, maybe there's just the last final steps of that healing, the last final steps of that purging, but I think it's setting you off to a great new season as Pisces season begins. Tell me more. Mirror. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationship reflects our wounds and introspection. I mean, is that not everything I just said? The letter M is sticking out to me, as in Matt, as in Michaela. First, middle, last initial may mean something to someone. Doesn't have to be the case. I do feel, though, Sagittarius, there is someone that is coming into your life or is just in your life right now. You'll know because they're either there or they're not, but it's like you guys have been through similar stories. You guys have been through similar disappointments, and you've been on the search to find that person that would feel as if they get you. They get who you are, just past like the physical attraction as far as your type. It's almost as if, do you get me intellectually? Do you get me on a soul level? Do you get me on an emotional level? And again, like I feel as if spirit is setting you up to find that person who mirrors you, who mirrors what you want, what you desire, what you're hoping for. And I do feel as if by meeting each other, you know, there may still be some certain wounds that may need to be addressed, you know, the fear to trust again, the fear to open up again, the fear to be real again, especially if those were certain instances that made you feel like you got yourself in a tough situation by being real, by being open, by being vulnerable. I just want to say, for those of you that feel like it's hard to trust again because someone didn't accept you for who you were on an authentic level or didn't accept your love, it was just because you guys weren't in alignment with each other. There could have been karmic connections you were dealing with that just were not really, at the end of the day, what would have been in your best interest. But they definitely had an impact on you, Sagittarius, to make you outgrow old behaviors and patterns that would make you reattract people like that. So I almost feel as if this mirror is really starting to come apparent in your life through a person, through a relationship, or what's trying to come in after this time of healing and hermit mode, to really show how far you've come, to show a new side of love that I feel you guys almost lost hope in or kind of forgot about within a person, within a relationship. But I just feel almost as if the self-love is amazing that someone's done here. And I think that you are attracting someone that's going to love you from the inside and out and sees you beyond just the physical. This is deep. This is really deep. Tell me more for Sagittarius. I knew that when I know now, if I knew what I know now, I would have made different choices. So yeah, I feel this is the person that hurt you. I feel it was the last connection you had that really still kind of stings in some way. I think that the person that may have given you that wound, Sagittarius, that made you go and retreat, that made you go into self-love and healing, I think that they'll still be silent. I don't think they're going to try to come back in your life. I think they are haunted by you in a lot of ways. They wish they could tell you they're sorry, but they think it wouldn't even help anyway. And I think that if they do follow you on social media or have some sort of access to you on social media, they really have seen your glow up. They've seen that that didn't keep you down. They've seen that you have evolved spiritually, have evolved emotionally, and maybe even some of you guys have been starting to do new lifestyles physically that has helped your overall well-being, whether you've changed diets, you've gone vegetarian, vegan, or you've just been working on your health, you've been working out a bit more, going on hikes, doing yoga. I mean, just overall, all the work you've been doing is something that someone's really impressed by. And I think that if that needed to be final closure on this person, I think what you just need to know is that they know they made the wrong choices. They know they didn't handle this very well. And in some aspect, they're very sorry. But I don't think they have the courage to ever tell you that. I don't think they want to come back in your life because they feel embarrassed to represent themselves. But this is their opportunity right now for them to say sorry to you. But I think that that is the era that's ending, is that past, is that wound from that person, because you're developing into something so much more. Again, new energy is what I'm feeling here that is starting to set itself up in your life. So let's see. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse with how they feel about you right now. So I think this is, again, the person from the past that feels as if there's not going to be expansion, that there isn't going to be anything else to come from it. I do feel with this Wheel of Fortune, if there's newer energy trying to make its way to your life, it's not going to be someone that throws a curveball at you. It's not going to be someone that surprises you, shocks you with a new element of themselves. Again, there's someone that is trying to enter your life, or is already. Maybe you guys just met and you're just starting to get to know each other, but they don't want to go through drama. They don't want to go through chaos. They don't like any of that. They don't like the games. They're very down to earth people. And with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I don't feel it's like unluckiness that I know some tarot readers can pick up on, but it feels more as if they really still want to go slow. They want to take things day by day before it really kind of shoots off into something, because maybe in the past, someone here jumped right all in. They got really deep in their feelings very, very soon, and it just didn't work out in their favor. So it's almost as if before we go to that next level, before we take it all the way there, I want to take things very slowly. And I think that that's what I feel here, if it's not the person who thinks they don't have any chance with you after hurting you so bad. Yeah, I think both of you have been hurt deeply in love and romance with the Five of Cups. And this person could still have a lot of regrets, right? I made the wrong choice. I made the wrong decision. And maybe even for some of you, someone in your past chose someone else over you and it was the wrong choice. And they still have to live with that. There are 2 5s here. Your birthday could be December 5th, December 15th, perhaps November 25th for some of you. Yeah. Okay. So bottom of the deck, 3 of Swords. Very clearly here I see that. Libra energy. So there was heartbreak. There was disappointment. But you know, Sagittarius, I feel that someone is still haunted by you, even though you've done that same amount of process of purging, of healing, of crying. You're a lot farther in that progress than this person is. And this could also mean, again, the new person trying to come into your life. They're also healing from certain wounds. Maybe both of you went through divorce. Both of you went through breakups of long-term relationships, or someone that you just gave your heart to that stomped all over it. So I do feel as if Spirit, God, the universe, whatever label you want to place on Source, brought you guys together to show that love isn't something to be discouraged by anymore, that through what you learned, through what you've been through, it gained the knowledge so you better understand yourself, better understand the red flags that other people may try to send your way if they ever do try. So you'll know that is not for me. That is not within my integrity and my purpose of what I want to be a part of in a relationship. And I learned that through you, so thank you. You know, the song that's almost coming to me is Fighter by Christina Aguilera. Great song. I think she's also a Sagittarius too, but you know, it's kind of the story of, even though you really, really hurt me, you made me stronger, you made me wiser, you made me a fighter. And I think Sagittarius, there's just a level of acceptance you're having now, not of someone's behavior, but the acceptance of that story and the acceptance of why that didn't happen. Because now looking back, as you've evolved, as you've changed, you really realize that that person was just going to take you through more turmoil, more disruption, more pain. And Spirit didn't want that for you. God didn't want that for you. So maybe God, Spirit, the universe had exposed this person to you that did end up really, really hurting you, but revealed so much about who they truly were, what their original purpose and intentions were. But I feel with this being at the bottom of the deck, this has all been healed or is in the process of healing. And you've done a great job to heal it. But I do feel, yeah, there's still some work to be done slightly, but nothing that could stop you. Nothing that could stop what's coming your way to usher in this new era in your life. But I think from now till the end of the month, it's all about forgiving, not someone that treated you so badly, but forgiving yourself, forgiving your heart to the wrong person. And realizing that you are amazing just as you are, just someone else couldn't see that. And they're really suffering it too, Sagittarius. But as you put that final nail in the coffin of retreating from this person once and for all and understanding that, I think, again, it's going to be the catalyst for what's to come next month, the next few months, for you to kind of start rebuilding a new era, a new chapter in your love life that you're going to be so much happier with. Let's go ahead and dive deep into this. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So, okay, if this is the past person, then yeah, I think they really realize they have no chance. Things really are over. They feel like they really missed out on a huge opportunity to be with someone that brought so much joy in their life, excitement, fun. You made them laugh. You were just funny, witty, sarcastic. But they feel like they have to keep their distance because it all came to an end. And, you know, they've been getting their karma for sure, whether it's through other people that have done the same thing to them that they did to you, or they just haven't met someone that hit as hard as you did, Sagittarius. If this is the new person, someone new coming into your life, yeah, this is about taking it slow. This is about not wanting to take a risk, going all out there, and still being very guarded, I feel. Maybe even a little bit shy or quiet, which I think is kind of intriguing you, or would intrigue you to get to know about this person, because maybe past people were more confident. I was going to say cocky in some way, more in your face. But this feels like a different type of person than what you've dealt with before. What they think about you is the Five of Cups. Yeah, past person is upset. Past person has a lot of regrets. And they're going through it. I think they have been cheated on. I think they've been lied to. I think they really realize they put all their eggs in the wrong basket. Or someone broke up with them because they were off to their same old tricks with just a new person. So now they're really alone. Now they're really, really alone. But if this is a newer person, they've been hurt. They've been hurt big time. And it's been slow for them to kind of get out of the pain of the past person. But by meeting you, and maybe if you guys were to talk about your stories, talk about what you guys have both been through, you just get them on a different level than what their family members or friends understood. Maybe both of you went through cheating, both of you went through narcissistic type of relationships, lying, scheming. So I do feel in some way that there's a lot of healing coming through by sharing and being emotionally open to one another in a slow way, but in a way that holds space. And it's almost as if as this relationship connection develops between the two of you, you don't pressure each other to reveal anything that you're not ready to. But when you guys do feel ready, you share a lot and they're there for you. I almost just saw like someone wiping a tear off of someone's cheek. What they like the most about you is the Page of Pentacles, Earth energy. I know I was feeling that for some of you guys. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You could have an Earth rising or an Earth moon. But with this Page of Pentacles, if this is the past person, they saw you as an opportunity. They were very attracted to you by the way you dressed, by the way you style yourself, style your hair, do your makeup, what you put on for perfume, cologne. It is a little bit surface level. And also, for some of you guys, you may have been much younger than your person from your past, and they were very attracted to that as well. It kind of gave them a bit of an ego boost. If that's not so much the case, yeah, they may have felt as if you gave them a lot of support in the way where you may have been there for them through difficult times. You may have been there for them financially at some times, helped them pay some certain bills. You lend them money, that type of thing that they were very appreciative of. Maybe for some of you guys, your love language is giving gifts. and they still have a gift that you gave them that they keep like in a dresser or like in the back of a closet somewhere that they didn't get rid of. If this is a newer person, I feel Sagittarius, they see you as like a breakthrough. They see you as the reason why it didn't work in the past. They see you as having a lot of potential, and that you're generous and you're kind. And when you care about something, you give a lot into it and you want to work at it. And you're fine with taking baby steps. I think you've learned your lesson as well of diving all in deep into something that you weren't fully aware of or didn't know the person too well. But they definitely see potential, and they definitely see that this could be something of the very beginning of something serious that they want to work on. They like your taste in music, in movies, in clothes, fashion. Some of you definitely have an eye for fashion. It keeps on kind of popping up. And you may look much younger than you are, if it's not that you're younger than the other person. What they don't like about you is the Fool card. Aries energy, Aquarius energy. So if this is in the past person, yeah, you're completely onto something new. And that's kind of seeing with the Page of Pentacles that the newer person sees as well. You're ready for new. You're ready to start growing and blossoming into a new era of your life. And I feel with this Fool card, this person who's spying on you, for sure, energetically or on social media, really is seeing that you moved on. Some of you have moved to a different city, state, country even. And they know that that is kind of a deal breaker there as well. But with the Fool card too, especially if there is someone, whether this is newer or older energy, you have this youthfulness to you that they're afraid they don't fully understand at times. Maybe you guys are free-spirited. You like to go out. You don't like to stay in the same mundane. You like variety in your life. They may find you to be a little impulsive. They may find you to be someone that just plans a trip on this whim of it and goes for it. I think you have a new strategy in love and romance, but being kind of no strings attached and a little bit unplanned is just how you roll. And not that that's the biggest deal for this newer love, but they definitely see that as you're a lot more free than they are. And it may challenge them in a lot of ways. Again, if this is newer energy, they're just really, really afraid that you're wearing a mask just to get them attracted to you, that, you know, later you show different cards. But I think that that's just what they dealt with in the past. Someone could also have a dog, and someone could have dog allergies as well. Just throwing that out there. Or maybe someone could be born near the dog in Chinese astrology. What they like the most about this connection is the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy, Capricorn energy for me as a reader. What I feel about this is the newer energy, they see that this can be relationship material. They see that you care. They see that you're loyal. They see that you devote. They see that you're trustworthy as you guys get to know each other more and more. With the Hierophant, someone could be spiritual. Someone could be very much into philosophy, religion, or just energy work. And they find what you have to say and the experience that you've been through and the wisdom that you've learned from it being very insightful, very inspiring. You could be a teacher. You could be a social worker. You could be someone that just has a lot of influence in people's lives. Whether that is a career, or whether that's just the impact you have. Maybe with dating, someone is a little bit more old school. And someone is looking for that type of more traditional way of dating as well. But yeah, if this is past energy, if you were in a relationship, they still reflect on those days when you guys were together. and that you were a loyal, solid partner. But unfortunately, with the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups, they couldn't give you that same devotion. But they missed that. And they realized they really messed it all up by betraying you. And if they did choose someone else over you, they didn't get that same loyalty. They didn't get that same care. What they don't like about the connection is the Devil card. Capricorn energy. Now, newer energy, if this is someone you've met or has yet to come in your life that you're going to mirror each other, I mean, yeah, the fear of the past repeating itself. I do feel as if someone had the experience of realizing a false twin. What I mean by that is twin flame. And there are definitely certain aspects when people realize that what they thought was their twin flame, a soulmate, was really a karmic. And those are the hardest things to go through, I know. And so I feel as if someone's really afraid of that whole experience happening again. Of being so in love, feeling such a connection, such a passion, such a pull, for it to just be another toxic karmic cycle. Now, if this is the past energy, yeah, they realize that you're just not going to give them a chance because of their toxic ways. I'm hearing that song, Your Love is Toxic. I know it was on TikTok and Instagram from what I've seen. You can comment it below. I don't even know the artist or the name of the song, but that's the melody of it. So it's just, you really do realize that that person in the past was a false soulmate, was not the one, was really almost for some of you guys something completely opposite and different. And you just don't want to be fooled or played by your strong, sensual, passionate feelings for another person again. Because I do feel as if your past person and you were very connected on a sexual level, physical level. But I think a lot of you realized that was the most deep part of the connection. Not the emotional availability, not the trust. So I also think too that, with this newer energy coming into your life where you guys mirror each other in your experiences, there may be one more wound that is being addressed or faced. And I think that wound is trust. And I think that wound is vulnerability that both of you are going to have to work on together. Someone could have a little bit of ears that stick out a little bit too, as well. But I think that karmic energy is meant to be healed between the two of you, of this newer person in your life, of who's trying to come in. Because it's been taking hold of someone for far too long, or maybe even both of you. Highest hopes is the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. So what I feel with this, if this is the past person, they could be unstuck within this cycle they feel very stuck in with you. They still feel an energetic cord to you. I mean, I also feel as if they don't want to feel guilty about it anymore. They don't want to feel like they're the bad guy in this situation anymore. They just want to let this whole situation with you just remain in the past, let it die out so they can finally free themselves from the haunting and the guilt that they definitely have when they think of you. If this is the newer person, I mean, you're awakening them to a whole nother perspective of love and romance that they didn't know they could have. You're giving them a lot to reflect on. You're giving them a lot to understand about themselves that they didn't want to after being hurt so badly. And I think I think both of you needed this new person, this new energy, this new perspective in your life. Because with the older perspective, the older way of being, it was keeping both of you very, very stuck. But you're freeing each other from that. And that's beautiful to see. This is like, the Hanged Man to me is like when the caterpillar's in the chrysalis, about to come out as the butterfly, right? And I feel you guys are in the process of coming out as the butterfly, both of you. And maybe you'll meet each other as those evolved butterflies, with that extra baggage, heavy weight of the karmic fully let go in that chrysalis you left from. Deepest fears is the Page of Swords. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Now with the past person, you know, they're afraid you're never going to talk to them again. Maybe that you block them, that they have no way of checking in on you anymore, not even asking about you. That's just one thing I feel. I feel this is your fear with the past person, that they won't leave you alone. You know, leave your social media alone. Stop psychically trying to get into your energy. Just not giving you that space. And feeling like they're always in some way thinking about you or watching you. Because I definitely see that with the Page of Swords. But if this is newer energy, you know, I do feel as if someone's really, really afraid that there'll just be another lesson to go through this new interaction with you, through this new era with you in their love life. That there's a lot you're withholding, there's a lot you're not saying, that they have to be suspicious of. They're afraid that someone eventually is just going to shut the other person out and go silent and go ghost. Or it's just with the Page of Swords in general, just someone that doesn't want to be upfront and honest. And that would be another guessing game again. All right, Sagittarius. To see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now till the end of February. Is someone going to make their appearance? Is someone from the past going to come back? We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome of your love life from now to the end of February. Pull some more cards to dive deeper into a situation with whatever's going on in your love life. So if you have more questions, let's get those answered. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find a link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where you depart, Sagittarius, I really hope that this reading has resonated with you, has given you clarity, insight, healing, guidance in regards to whatever you're going through in your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Sagittarius, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Sagittarius.